Good morning, everyone. I had I have received another question, and this question is something also that I went through before in the past, which is one of my staff members are smokers, or they smell like cigarettes when they come to work. So I will tell you my story, how I dealt with it in the past. I dealt with it probably twice, and maybe you can get some pointers on how you can manage that. So first, as always, I will leave you with a better view. So the So every country has different culture when it comes to smoking. For credibility, again, my name is Khaled. I'm a dental practitioner in Queensland in Australia, and I have been running my own dental practice since 2010, and I ran it from 1 chair to 10 chairs with a team of 40 people working with me. Just that's just for credibility. When I used to work early on as a new graduate in Egypt, one of my employers, whom I admire very much, and I learned a lot from him, it was very normal to smoke a cigarette with the patient or even the patient's parents in the waiting room, and this culture was very normal in that area at that time. But my question is more specific to here in Australia, where smoking indoors is actually like illegal as well against the law in most states. But from a business point of view, you don't want your patients smelling anything related to cigarette smoking in your practice. So the situation I dealt with in the past, one with the front office. So when they come from the lunch break, everyone in the lunchroom, when they walk into the practice, they can smell cigarettes on them, which means when they go to the front office to meet patients will smell cigarettes on them. Non-smokers can smell cigarettes very, very easily. The other one, which was more concerning, was a dentist. And how I knew about it is the patient was a friend of a friend of mine. And they approached me and said, "Hey, I had treatment done in your practice. And after I finished, my whole face smelled like cigarette. I was disgusted and never came back again." I was shocked because I never knew about it. And that is the only patient who came forward. So imagine how many patients just didn't say anything. So how do you tackle that? One-on-one approach, face-to-face, use the EIC example, impact, asking to change. And please watch my other video on EIC and then follow up in writing, because that's very, very important. So I sat down with the dentist one-on-one and said, there is one patient who came forward with a complaint. It's an informal complaint. And just give them the same exact facts. What they said is, after the treatment, they can smell cigarette smoking, the whole entire length of the treatment. They can feel it on their face. They felt like their whole face just smelled like cigarettes at the end of the appointment. They were disgusted. They never came back again. They said they will never come back again because that was completely unacceptable for them. And I, to be honest, I agree with them. If I'm a patient, I'm sitting on a dental chair, I'm smelling cigarettes, that's a big turn off for me as a patient. And also, it's very dangerous second-hand smoking. There is always also third-hand passive smoking. So the impact now, I told them, that's what happened. We lost this patient. But imagine how many patients felt the same way and never said anything about it. Imagine how many patients we have lost because of that. Imagine how many patients we haven't lost yet. They're still coming back, but they're not happy coming here. And with the first problems that will arise, that could be the last straw and they will never come back. Imagine how many patients in the future you will lose and I will lose because of this habit. So now I'm going to leave it in your hand. What can you do differently to make sure this problem doesn't happen again? Same discussion with the front office as well. What can you do differently? Well, they might decide not to smoke during lunch break, only smoke in the morning and after work. They might decide to go home, change their clothes, take a shower, whatever it takes. But when you walk into this practice, we don't want to smell cigarette smoking on you. Make sure you follow up with the discussion again. So if this happens again, you go back to them, have another discussion. If this keep repeating, then you have to get legal advice from your HR legal representative, and then decide whether they are the right fit in your team, and whether if they are not the right fit, how can you exit them from the team following the legal pathway, so it's fair for you and fair for them. If you find this content helpful, please make sure you like and share this video. And if you have any questions, please make sure you ask me in the comment section. Please also subscribe to the channel so you get notified when we post new videos. Wishing you all the best, and thank you so much for listening to this video.